Ja, good morning.
Limitless, yes.
I know a little place that we can go, somewhere where the streets are paved in gold. You can lose your mind and then your soul in Eldorado.
We're gonna listen to the local news on here. Yeah, it's the Haystack News. I did some of the stories.
Today it was a
as
steal.
far as yeah, it was it a construction worker or is it a DOT worker? Yeah, was struck and killed by a Gardner woman. It was, where was it? Down towards Westbrook, I think. I don't know if they were setting up cones or something. How do you not see that? I don't know. So I know, of course, you have people in those situations, it's so sad, and then people get outraged, and you hear the phrase, well, how could they not see that a lot of times? There were 3 construction or DOT workers there. They're setting up cones, bright orange cones. They even had the white light stripe around them, the silver stripe. Says there's another man, was that a different one? Another man killed in a Down East Maine crash, accused of threatening people at a bar. Good morning. Oh, stretching, having some coffee. Got a lot of ads on that.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. But here's one thing they won't do. Pay interest on their new truck. Just announced. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silver.
Cover your 1040
Whoa, what's that?
In charge of. Alright, that's operating on the Leo County Fire on one channel.
Massive fire.
Some guys,
and
massive
That's
six
the
alarm.
AFP Fire one. I copy.
Massive
Allentown,
6 alarm fire,
Pennsylvania.
guys. Downtown PA, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Crazy. What's up, everybody? Welcome.
6 alarm inferno. Wow, I'd say that's a 6 alarm. Holy.
Engine 16, there's after engine 4211. And
Wow, that is a roaring, raging
one's
fire.
available in the city. Alright, copy that. Go back to one.
Massive fire.
Copy.
Those are some violent flames. Wow.
Do we have radio maintenance also back here? It stays. Is there any radio issues?
It just says an Allentown, Pennsylvania building. It doesn't say what it is. It looks like some kind of factory or an apartment, but I can't tell. The thing is, there's not much left to it. The front of the building, yeah, you can see kind of the shape of the front. I have no idea what street or anything. It just says Allentown, Pennsylvania building. Power outages, massive 6 alarm. Commercial fire has erupted in Allentown, Pennsylvania, sending huge flames and thick black smoke into the sky as firefighters battle to keep up with the blaze. 8:40 p.m. last night, 300 block of North Front Street.
It's actually more than
It's a 3-story building.
for me. But I get what you're saying. That's, yeah.
Almost 4,000 people without electricity. Power was shut off. Residents have been ordered to shelter in place.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good now. We got multiple.
The cause remains under investigation. No confirmed injuries have been reported.
Conference recommend. 48 also,
Well, this was this was someone's live 7 hours ago, so.
He's on Underground 1. Com Center, go to 43. I believe we have Red Cross on the phone. Do we have any need for them at this time? Not that I know of, but I'm sure we will. With the houses across the street.
One person is dead after a crash in Washington County over the weekend. State police say it started at a bar in Calais where 40-year-old Robert Boja was reportedly threatening people with a gun. Boja left the bar before police could get there, but was seen shortly after driving his Corvette 150 miles per hour. Officers were unable to watch him until they came to the crash in the town line of Charlotte. Troopers say Boja was thrown from the vehicle and died at the scene. Lewiston police are looking to speak with a person they say may have more information about a shooting on Sunday. Officials say it happened in the area of Walnut and Howard Streets shortly after 5. No one was hurt, but police say at least one building was damaged. Mayor Carl Shaleen saying the gun violence in Lewiston in the community is unacceptable. Officers now trying to identify and speak with the person on your screen.
Looks like he's 16 years
Anyone
old.
with information is asked to contact Lewiston Police.
I know, looks like a young kid.
Stadium, where they hosted the Richmond Kickers. It was another sellout, and the Hearts would start the scoring midway through the first half.
Not that it matters.
The Kickers can clear the ball, and Diego Gonzalez heads it in to put Portland up 1-0. That lead lasted just about 5 minutes. Joshua Kirkland gets ahead of 2 Hearts defenders and scores to tie it up at 1. Richmond had a chance to take the lead late in the half, but Hunter Morse makes the save. Portland scores 4 second-half goals to win that one, 5-1.
Our popular Portland restaurant is closing its doors for good later this summer. The owners of Noble Barbecue announcing in a social media post that they will shut down to focus on their family and other businesses. Their last day open will be July 12th. A new tenant is already set to take over that space. The Sports Bra announcing that they will be moving in to the Stevens Avenue location. That bar dedicated solely to women's sports. As you know, the play on the name there. It's expected to open later this year.
Late NASCAR driver Kyle Busch among thousands of hunters to win a Maine moose permit for the fall hunting season. Those names drawn over the weekend. Busch's permit is for an antlered moose during the first week in October up in Wildlife Management District 5. That includes some of Aroostook, Piscataquis, and Penobscot counties. Maine law allows moose permits to be transferred to an eligible family member if the person who won it dies before or during the hunting season.
In Portland today, fishermen, chefs, and conservation groups all coming together to tackle a growing problem along Maine's coastline, invasive green crabs.
Oh, wait.
The Green Crab Working Center is for National Green Crab Week. Organizers say warming waters in the Gulf of Maine have helped green crab pollutions grow, raising
Had a lot of
concerns
brain
about
cramps
impacts
lately.
to shellfish and coastal habitats.
Brain spasm.
Experts discuss ways to reduce crab numbers while also creating new economic opportunities through commercial uses for the species.
Having all of these different sort of people from different sectors is crucial because we can't develop a new seafood industry, on our own. Researchers can't do it alone.
chefs and restaurants can't do it alone. We all really have to work together in order to get something like this off the ground.
For more information about green crabs and other events happening during National Green Crab Week, you can visit greencrab.org. Steve.
Okay, right leg. Are you with me? Hey, hand. Are you doing this? All right, Vision. Looking good today?
MS can be a constant roll call. That's why adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of MS choose.
Term here, you want to rotate crews from one team to the other? I don't really know what the best solution is. I just want someone in charge of tracking who can free up or be subbed out and go to rehab and get checked out. And then probably gear up and then go to Battalion 5. I'm assuming he's going to need manpower for his operation eventually. We got our water situation up and going. We're making entries to that Delta exposure, or Bravo exposure right now on the exposures. He's tapped out manpower-wise here. Everyone's on lines and working. Should we get 2 more engines to Battalion 5 scene for relief?
Look at that. Wow, what a shot that is.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA.
Holy shit.
DNA. Get 4.9%
I know, talk about looking into the freaking inferno. The belly of the beast. Oh man, I would not want to be up on that thing.
4210 contact communications. 4210 contact communications.
I know, it's making me freaking tremble and giving me chills just looking at it. Oh my gosh.
Go with him. He'll be needing relief. Alright, Thomas. Chief, they're operating on an hour
Firefighters
fire
up in
ground
that
1.
bucket above the
DC5
fire.
running out.
Oh my gosh.
Command for the Charlie 5. Go ahead, Battalion 5. Spoke with UGI. They're working on shutting down the main to secure gas for the entire 300 block of Front Street at this time.
Yeah, gotta take care of that.
He's standing right next to me now. He's on the phone with engineering working on that, but it's not shut off yet. I'll let you know when we get confirmation.
City police reporting a DOT worker hit by a passing car today. Officials say crews were removing tire debris from the road on 295 northbound in Gardner. 3 Department of Transportation workers with a DOT truck flashing amber warning lights were in the breakdown lane. 2 of the workers were in the truck when a third, a 57-year-old Lewiston man, got out when he was hit by an SUV driven by a woman from Gardner. That was around 1:45. The DOT worker was taken to Maine General in Augusta with non-life-threatening injuries. That crash is under investigation. Authorities once again reminding people out there to move over when you see DOT or first responder vehicles in that breakdown.
Somebody said that he was killed.
Today marks 4 years since the Supreme Court.
Maybe you were thinking of that other one that was a crash.
Abortion
That was
onto the
killed.
states.
I know, it's not too
It's still a
often.
highly contested topic. Mainers taking to the streets of Portland to protest outside of Senator Susan Collins' office. Bonnie Bishop tonight with the reaction.
In 2018, I traveled with over a dozen other women, elected officials from Maine, to Susan Collins' office in Washington, D.C. We were there to ask her to vote against the confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh. I stand here outside of her office once again, calling on Susan Collins to meet with us.
A similar scene in Portland that we saw 4 years ago today. The landmark ruling still on the minds of many. The fight over abortion rights continues. Maine Right to Life, a group that opposes abortion, taking to social media today, noting that many states now have laws that it says protects babies from abortion. The Maine Democratic Party says the decision to leave abortion laws up to the states still has an impact today, calling for new leadership.
Through their actions and through their words, Susan Collins and Bobby Charles have shown that they believe in government overreach into our personal decisions, and that us Mainers cannot and should not trust them to protect our rights.
The Democratic Party criticizing Senator Susan Collins for confirming Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court, who voted to overturn Roe v. Wade. Her team says that Planned Parenthood has highlighted the senator's long history of supporting the nonprofit. On Fox News on Monday, Collins said she supported pro-abortion judges in the past.
I supported the justices like Elena Kagan, Sonia Sotomayor, and Brown Jackson, Justice Brown Jackson, who voted to sustain Roe v. Wade.
Since the Supreme Court ruling in 2022, Collins says Maine law has expanded abortion rights. Our partners at PolitiFact say that's mostly true. Bobby Charles is senior strategist responding today, saying that Charles is focused on making change in Augusta. 4 years ago, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled to allow Mississippi to continue.
I agree with that. So someone in class, they just kind of listening to what we're listening to. And they said it seems like with what Susan Collins was just talking about, and people coming at her about some of the abortion clinics or... Right, and like she said, we support, people's decisions. Right, it's just what happens is the concern, just like we've been saying, going back years, was with a couple of the clinics doing some pretty horrible things and, right, connected to some of the farms. Connected to some of the traveling sales bands, marketers, yeah, Coast to Coasters, Mark in America, some popular ones, people. That doesn't make those businesses bad, or, right? I'm sure George Norrie and Art Bell are great people. No, but just like others, they have a lot of people that work for stations going around looking for stories, stupid people. Traumatized people. Are they talking about shadow people? That's always fun, huh? Right, so when you bring up a few of those concerns with the crimes, they always get these activists and groups of people, goons, turtle washing freaks, good people, sorry, that want to go after them, be like, well, you don't care about people's lives. You don't support. Yeah, we do. It's just we're concerned about some of the crimes. How dare you talk about those? That's why you don't go there with them. You just kind of, yeah, we do care. It's just, right, you can't say that to them, because what are they going to do with that information besides get upset that you're talking about good people in a bad way? You're accusing them of what? Right, you can't do that. When you understand these investigations, you understand that. So why are so many people in our mainstream news, local news, school boards, and other areas fucking around with the spending and the allocation? They've been fucking with a lot of people, you know that, right? The level of crimes and targeting of people. State workers working with drug traffickers and sickos, nasty fucking sluts and psychos that have moved out of state. Directly connected and responsible in our eyes for the death of some very innocent, good, hard-working people that served our nation. Really all of humanity when you think about it. It breaks our hearts. It breaks our hearts. It's so sad. And when you hear what other people say and how they protect them, it's very disturbing to us. But it's not surprising, considering what we've experienced throughout our lives and what we've witnessed. It's not a surprise to us. It's actually shocking for others, and it's hard for them to believe those situations even exist because they don't think people could be so stupid or evil or set up their own children in such ways. Yet they're trying to help them. They just want to teach them a lesson. Right from wrong. I know, it makes people sick when they know who they're dealing with and they remember the 80s and the 90s and why we were put on the programs when we were 18 in the year 2000. I'd wake the fuck up if I were you motherfuckers around here. My youngest 2 children are in the hands of sick murderous pedophiles. We're at the Governor Hill Mansion in Augusta, Maine. My name is Mary. The sick fuck's name is Michael Scott Garand. He was born 6/22/1984. Happy belated birthday, and a happy birthday to my dad today. 81 years old. Congratulations. Cheers. Yeah, so when you understand what we're dealing with, and that these things are real, and the child and animal pornography being made and the abuse that's been done to our children is what needs to be addressed. And people need to be educated as to how that child and animal abuse gets fed out to these lines. Okay, by 2016, it was so far gone, and to us, yeah, it was a matter of helping to bring attention and awareness to what was going on with those things. We've been involved and aware of those things pretty much our whole lives. Yeah, as you can see, it's not about exposing any specific individuals. These are businesses, fundraising companies, charitable churches. When you think about it, yeah, we're not fighting against individuals. We're not looking for anybody to be arrested or be taught lessons. We're trying to bring clarity, awareness, and understanding and help the hostages. And that pisses people off. Right. And then when we get angry, because there are children burning in a fire, and they're standing around arguing about who caused the fire, and they don't want to believe there's children inside. No one wants to go in there. So they're just going to pretend like there's no kids in there. And you can't prove it. I just heard, can you hear that? Did you hear? I didn't hear anything. Yeah, you did. One of them just screamed and yelled. They're in there. I don't think so. Right, and they're just pointing the finger, looking at who they can sue. Are there any victims? You breathing in smoke? You got lung damage? Come on, let's go. I mean, they're already grabbing up people that might be breathing in smoke and injured and traumatized by this event. I know, they're helping all these victims standing around breathing in the smoke. There's kids in the building burning. They're still alive. No one wants to go in there and help them. Yeah, I mean, might as well kill yourself, right? Why kill yourself? To not be able to save them. Because you're not going to make it back out. There's no way. Yeah, so why do that? You just have to let them burn, right? Yeah, that happens in some of these situations. So we accepted that years ago, just so you folks know. Yeah, you kind of have to so you don't lose your fucking shit and snap. Right? Hallelujah. Right, so if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions as to how we can help our children and bring awareness, clarity, and understanding to the abuse that's gone on and how they feed out that child and animal pornography to investigative teams, FBI, people on the street, it's fucking sick and disgusting and disturbing how you people are fucking acting and ignoring this shit while you profit from all the fucking fake stuff the abusers are passing to you. Do you know how fucking sick and disgusting and disturbing that is to people like us who are aware? Just letting you know, investigators, state workers, police officers, lawyers, citizens, druggies, pieces of fucking shit. We're just letting you fucking know, okay? It's really traumatizing and disturbing to us people that are lucky we already survived through a lot of their fucking bullshit and games trying to kill us over the years. Fucking amazing. In fact, the targeting of us back in 2009 and 10, getting the non-vaxxer, the druggies getting revenge for that shit back in the 90s, peddled a lot of that fear propaganda to the psycho turtle washers and fearing of the non-vaxxing people within those state departments. Yeah, we watched it in slow fucking motion. And we've been dealing with some pretty nasty fucking people. Yeah, most of them move away. They gotta go into hiding, get witness protection because they feel fucking threatened. You fucking nasty pigs. Taxpayer money. You know, you're paying for fucking slugs and nasty people. To do what? To investigate what? To analyze what? What? Yeah, they never seem to be able to address the who, what, where, when, or why. It's just, people are oppressed and you're being mean and inconsiderate. Fuck off. Anyways, does anybody have any suggestions as to how
we can get these things reported on the news and the education in the public school systems about basic human functioning and the dangers of vaccines and SSRIs and how these sick fucking slugs are profiting and promoting it and demonizing fucking grass. For real. You can't really overdose on it. Try to look up overdoses on marijuana. Okay? So that also means you're not putting a powerful chemical into the hands of crazy people like me that could crush it up and easily dilute it and put it in your drink and then you're dead by sunset. Happens all the fucking time. You want to be next? No problem. It's so easy. It's so easy. We're showing it to you in slow motion, day after day after day. When are they going to fucking help the hostages and report this shit? Fucking gross, Mr. Jones, you nasty fucking people. Really hope the proper authorities here do what they're supposed to do to help these children. Fuck those slugs, okay? They get away with it. Right? The Sandy Hook bullshit, they pulled that stunt themselves, okay? I'm telling you right now. Right, almost like the prescription drug lawsuits, right? Yeah, nice one. Look into it. Look into it. How fucking sad they take advantage of school shootings and things like that. Well, what did he say? What was it, right? I mean, Kathy Griffith, she gets shot in the head. Why? She survived though, right? Why? Nobody talks about these things. It's interesting. But for some reason, Alex Jones making a rude comment and that lawsuit is what's all in the spotlight with these groups. And even the news media, right, they hardly even talk about those things as though, are you doing top secret investigations? Are we all stupid and we don't know? Is it new technology and you guys are some of the first? How special. Okay, you realize that that's been around for a long time. Right, I know, and some of them think because druggies and people have been using it against them and now they get the power, right, to get revenge. And they're getting revenge on their kids that are totally innocent and have nothing to do with it. It's sick. You people are fucking sick, you nasty, entitled, spoiled fucking pieces of shit. Sally ass motherfucking pieces of shit. Gross. And they sit up there on those fucking stages in their fucking chairs and read their fucking prompters and tell their stupid fucking jokes that aren't even funny. It's like, okay. They promote fucking Botox. Look at the books that they promote and the people they get writing children's books. All that funding. They're fucking nasty people. They couldn't have a fucking... It's like they don't have an inkling of common sense. It's not even there. They're so fucking clouded with their fucking greed and selfish fucking bullshit. Their hair dyes, their eyelash glue, their fucking silicone, whatever the fuck they're stuffed and stuck with, man. They're fucking sick, nasty, stupid, entitled, born with a fucking silver spoon in their mouth people who don't fucking get it. Maybe they're starting to, because sometimes when people keep it real and raw, they start to see it. And maybe you can speak the truth. It's hard to do that when you've spouted fucking bullshit for so many years and attacked these issues as though they were conspiracy theories and ignored them and mocked them while our children are being fucked and tortured and killed. Real fucking cute. It ain't your fault. But it's fucking disgusting and disturbing to see how you ignore and peddle the fucking dangerous shit. You're fucking stupid people. Wow, so fucking stupid. I can't believe how fucking stupid they are. I can't. And we're fucking witnessing it for years. For years we have accepted how fucking stupid they are. And I still can't believe how fucking stupid they are. So hopefully, the proper authorities get their fucking shit together and they start reporting the goddamn facts and they help these kids and hostages at the Governor Hill mansion that have been fucked and tortured for years by these punks who tried to kill us. Facts. Both sides want to get rid of us, so they both fucking protect them. That's why the druggies and the state workers, think about that. We're surrounded by them. A lot of them have moved away over the years, banking on this shit. Right, so anyways, hopefully, the proper authorities here in Augusta, Maine, do what they're supposed to fucking do to help these hostages and report the facts and stop protecting fucking druggies and childish fucking beliefs. Oh, we were just going with what they said. Well, they said, and the parents were really concerned. Shut your fucking mouths. It's that rhetoric and bullshit right there you motherfuckers toss around like a hot potato that gets these kids fucking killed. Wake up. I know, and the ones that don't get killed sometimes turn into killers themselves, huh? I know. I'm gonna keep ignoring it. That's what happens. It's like drugs, right? I mean, when that's the business. Getting away with it, right? I know. Hands are clean. Getting away with it. I mean, when you have so many goons and retards that are heavily medicated and fighting for their rights. I mean, they go out in the street with these bloody fucking pants, these freaking turtle washers and whale-saving fucking morons, get these young kids to go out in the street. They had teenagers wearing bloody pants standing in front of the abortion clinic. Right, so you try to expose some of the crimes connected to a few abortion clinics, a few farms, and then you get attacked by these groups of people that have nothing to do with the crimes, that aren't committing the crimes you're concerned about exposing, but they sure do protect the criminals. I mean, you can take a whale washing boat expedition to understand how it works on a farm or on an island. It's not that hard. Right, so if you have the owners of the boat aren't even on the fucking boat. Okay, you got the managers and the captains and all this. They're trafficking drugs and shit. Now they need some fucking boat hands. They have nothing to do with the drugs. They have no clue. They think they're really catching fucking fish or saving whales. So now they have these activists and people, oh, excited, going on a boat ride. We're going to make a video. Yeah, we're saving the whales. It's an organization. Yay. Right, so they have no fucking clue. Right? Not always. Sometimes. Right, man, I was just driving this boat for a friend. They wanted me to bring it to the other dock. I didn't know that was down there. It's in a lockbox. I don't even have the key to it. I just heard there's a seal washed up. It's crying. I need to get there. Why are you bothering me? I didn't know. I have no idea. This is not my boat. I am not the owner of the boat. That's down there in a lockbox. I had no idea. They just asked me to move it from one dock to the other. Please, I gotta get to the seal. What are they gonna do? I am not the owner. I am the operator. Who's going down for this? You gotta be fucking kidding me. I know, you see this all the time, don't you? Right, so if they go and talk to the owner and they're playing stupid, man, I knew it. I should never let them use my boat. That fucking druggie. I should never have let them use my boat. So who's going away? The driver. The driver, of course. They know that. Right, well, that's why they try to get people with a clean record to drive the boat. Right, because I mean, if they have a clean record, you know, they seem sober, they might just be let off and not even have the boat searched, right? Tippy canoe. Right, so next time they're not going to try to pull that same kind of skit, because if they have another person pulled over with the same scene, the nose down there, and then they go talk to him, should never have let them use my boat. Sir, this keeps happening. Right, so yeah, no, they usually, once someone gets caught in that scenario, they don't do that scenario anymore. They might peddle it onto others who thinks it works. We're not falling for that one again. In the most delightful way. Where? Oh, I put it right there. I'm telling you, the last few days, frickin' brain spasms. The first English colony in New England, Popham Colony. Hey, we haven't been to Popham in a while. We used to like going out there to swim out to the rock.
Celebrating 30 years of planning, building.
Yeah, there's this rock that sticks up out of the water. I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know. Probably a lot different.
With the addition of modern safety features, the ship sits in the Kennebec in the shadow of Bath Iron Works, a testament to the longevity of shipbuilding in the region and the passion that locals have for preserving its history.
We hired professionals to do the sales for us. But other than that, everything else is volunteer built. It was done just by people showing up and saying, I want to help.
As for Popham Colony, it's nothing like Plymouth from a tourist standpoint. A small parking lot, a patch of grass, and a few signs were all that marked the site until recently. In early June, Parks and Lands placed stone markers outlining the former location of the colony's storehouse. Archaeologists commissioned to dig here in the 1990s found post holes proving where 17th century buildings once stood, but with the site surrounded by private property, further excavation has stopped. Instead, history buffs can tour the James Stevens Saginaw Heritage Center, where the Virginia is moored, to get a better look at Popham's past.
We have this lovely center with exhibits, docents who are very passionate about the project, who would love to talk to you about it.
A labor of love built by Mainers that anchors our place in American history.
I don't know what's going on with that. No, they said it's from because it's from a private residence. Yeah, so be careful going down to that beach. I know they said it's below, the fecal matter is below dangerous levels, so just don't let your kids swim too close to the drain pipe. Yeah, small amounts. They detected small amounts. Fecal matter is leaking down into the water from someone's private property. They're not really sure what the issue is. Yeah, so then, I mean, yeah, they have to get certain whatever to be able to go in and talk to the homeowner, inspect their sewage tanks, whatever's going on, I don't know. It's leaking for some reason down through. Yeah, I mean, it's not, you're going to get some seepage probably with certain. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, I mean, it happens, and it usually gets taken care of. I don't know, yeah, why they seem to be putting that one up. Sometimes if there's issues, if the homeowner is being difficult. Right, because I think it has to, what is it, the EPA standards, I don't know, what is it, it has to hit certain levels for them to be able to do anything. Right, because if the levels hit a certain amount for public safety, because people swim down in the beach, then they can get a court order, I believe, or they don't like to have to do that. I mean, they like think people would just be like, yeah, if there's an issue, please come check it out. Usually, if they don't want people going in there and looking around, they probably have drugs or whatever stuff they don't want people to see. Not gonna have our privacy invaded on because our shit's leaking in the water.